Hi folks, Paul here. Today I thought I'd try the Johnny Tobacconaut. This is the 6x52 Toro by Room 101. Let me see it there. Notes I've got on this one. I'm not really familiar. I've never had with the Johnny Tobacconaut before. So I had to do a little research. Like I said, it's from Room 101. The wrapper is Ecuadorian Connecticut shade. The binder's Nicaraguan. I'm sorry, the binder's Mexican, and the filler is Nicaraguan. It was rated a 91 in Cigar Aficionado. So it was originally released in 2015 and then re-released in 2021, and then went into regular production in August of I think it was 2023. Yep, August 2023. So there is a 10-year anniversary one. This is not it. I believe the 10th year has a different band, a JT10 or something like that on there. So I'll have to look around and see if I can find that one. What else here? Basically, medium to full bodied is what I said, and I did take a look at some of the tasting notes, but I like to see what I come up with. So let me go and get it cut and started here. Got the fans going, but I'll see if I can do a soft flame so Aaron doesn't yell at me. Yeah, that might be a little too breezy, but I'll give it a shot. Yeah, with the Connecticut wrappers, if you're not careful, you can scorch the outside of it. It's doing that because I got a little bit of a breeze here. I'll try holding it a little further away from the flame. Getting there. Nice. Definitely some spice and pepper on the retro. Got a very good draw. A great, really nice wrapper. There's a lot of spice at the get go, so I'm having trouble picking out some of the other flavors. It stings the nostrils a little bit. So at the start, I'm getting a kind of a woody flavor and some leather and some earthiness in there, and then of course the spice. kind of hard to determine what that wood flavor is right now. It's almost a cedar, but it's kind of hard to tell. Like I said, with the spice and pepper. There's a lot of flavors in there. Um, the leather that's in there also kind of mutes the other flavors, but we'll see how those develop. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this first third here, and then I'll check back in and let you know what I think. Thanks. All right, I'm back. Yeah, burn line's getting a little uneven, but other than that, it's mostly been burned nice. I did ash it once before. I'm gonna go ahead and ash it again. I'm gonna give it a chance here to even out a little bit. Um, it looks like it might be tunneling just a little bit. So we'll see if that corrects itself. That might be why I'm getting such a mix of flavors. Um, so getting into this first third here, within about a quarter inch or so, the flavors changed quite a bit. That spice really calmed down. It was still there, but it calmed down significantly, and then a whole bunch more flavors started to develop, which is really interesting. Um, I started getting like what did I say here? The cedar started to pick up. It's really started to develop to cedar flavor. There's like a sweet herbal finish, which is really pleasant. And then I started to get some more leather, and then some of the puffs I was getting like earthy and literally like dirt, and and then I'd keep going, and then I'd have a couple of really nice draws with that sweet herbal notes and that cedar flavor, um, and then I'd get another one that was almost that earthy and tangy kind of flavor that I didn't love. There's a lot going on, but I'm wondering if that uneven burn, that tunneling, is what's kind of messing with the profile. Yeah, I think that's kind of messing it up. Yeah, I can see it's just a little fine tunnel in there, really small, um, but it's interesting. It's definitely an interesting cigar. I'm trying to decide if it's something that I would want to keep smoking again, um, because sometimes it is off-putting, and other times it's really good. But if it's that funky burn, I think I definitely owe it to try again and see if I get a one that's better constructed, and see if those flavors balance out more. So that was decent. It wasn't fantastic, but I was getting the cedar and that herbal sweet finish. Just a little bit of leather. But yeah, I'm actually almost through the second third there. Move that band a little bit. All right, I'm gonna keep working on this because it's definitely got me intrigued. I want to see how it turns out. So I'll check back in. Thanks. All right, I'm back. We're into this final third here, just wrapping up the second third. So I thought I was going to get through that tunnel, and then it started tunneling more. It's not terrible, but I think it really is messing up the flavors. Like I said before, I'm getting sometimes that leather and earth flavor in that tangy taste, And then I'm also getting that cedar and herbal sweet finish. Um, there's a lot of other flavors in there I can't quite articulate, but it just kind of meanders in different ways. I'm gonna ash it, see if I got, you know, yeah, you can still see it. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, it's a bummer. Was really looking forward to this cigar. I had a lot of, I guess I had pretty high expectations. I hear a lot of good things about them. So I do like some of the flavor profiles when it's hitting right, and so it's to me it's worth trying again, giving it a second shot. Um, but I probably wouldn't go out and buy a bunch of them. I mean, so there is that the cone, that kind of a cone developing. Maybe smoking it a little bit fast, but yeah, I don't mind the cone, but it does have like kind of tunnel that develops in there, and it's not a long like tunnel, like it's not, so not super bad, but it's enough that I think it's messing with the flavor. So there is a little bit of spice still in the retro. Yeah, and that's a good example there. That particular draw, just wasn't a lot going on. Um, just the spiciness. There is a cedar in there, but the sweetness wasn't there. Little bit of leather on the finish. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to slow down this last third here and see if I'm smoking it too quick. I'll see how it goes. I did end up touching it up once. Um, it's still a bit uneven, but it's not horrible. We'll see how it goes. See if it evens itself out or not. But yeah, I'll check back in and as I finish this one up, and I'll let you know what I think. Thanks. All right, folks, I'm back, finishing up this final third here. Got the nub tool out. Yep. So maybe you can see it. It's still tunneling a little bit. I kept doing that throughout the whole thing. Just there'd be a tunnel, and then it'd clear up, and then there'd be another one. So yeah, I think it just really messed the flavors, like I said several times. I also kind of squeezed it a little bit around the outside, and I should have done that at the very beginning. I usually do, just kind of feel the construction a little bit, see how firm it is, and I noticed it's really squishy. Um, and it's been sitting at normal, like 68, 70% humidity, so not super high. Um, I didn't dry box it, but yeah, I think the construction was just off on this one. So I think it's not a terrible price. I think these are in that $10 to $12 range or something like that. Um, if I can find it. I don't remember what I paid for this one. I think the place I got this from was a lounge, and the prices tend to be a little bit higher, which isn't surprising. But I think if I find it around that $10 to $12 range or something, I'd probably grab another one and try it. Like I said, I do want to try the 10-year anniversary one, see how that is. Um, if I read a little bit about it, I think AJ Fernandez is involved in that one. I don't know if he's involved in this one at all. I didn't see that in the notes I was looking at, but so yeah, I'm curious to try the 10th anniversary. I think it's called a JT10. So yeah, the flavor notes I was getting on this was just basically that same mix where I'd get the bad part of it would be the leather and earth. The spice ramped up, of course, towards the end here. Not surprising. Um, and then every once in a while, I'd get a hint of sweetness just to kind of keep going. Um, but yeah, interesting. Um, but yeah, if the second one ends up being like this one, I wouldn't bother picking it up again. So my pairing I didn't mention, but I did show it at the beginning. I think I just having some club soda today. I drank a lot of coffee earlier, so I decided just to go with some club soda. And yeah, yeah, I think I'm about done with this one. But that's all I've got, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.